Hello children, how are you? Today in this video we are going to see how to read English. Okay, this video is not about any explanation of any lesson, or I'm not giving any question answer. In this video, we are going to see how to read. Listen carefully children, because you have to, I'm going to give you one PH, that is you have to shoot your video of 60 seconds of reading. How you read. Okay, so listen carefully. Lesson 2. Birbal identified the thief. See children, I taught you this lesson. But see children, in English there are 4 skills. Okay, they are LSRW, that is listening, speaking, reading and writing. Okay children, we listen, we speak, we read and then we write. So if we read properly, we can write also properly. Don't you think? Yes, we can. When we read properly, then we write properly. So children, let's see the lesson. Birbal identifies the thief. Now children, in this lesson, if you will see, critical thinking, we are talking about critical thinking. Okay, so how to read the lesson. Okay, so let's see. I will read, just listen carefully. So in the 16th century, Birbal was an advisor in the court of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. The emperor had many talented scholars, musicians and artists in his court. Out of this, the 9 most talented and learned men were known as the Navratna or the 9 gems. Birbal, whose real name was Mahesh Das, was one of the Navratna and was admired for his intelligence and wit. Now read the story to find out how he caught a thief using his intelligence. So children, while reading, you should know that when we read, the pronunciation should be very clear, student. Sometimes it happens that we read some word, but we pronounce it something differently, and our teacher pronounce it differently. So for that, you have to ask your teacher the pronunciation, or you can also search. Nowadays we are using social media, so you can use internet and you can ask the pronunciation, and if you are not getting from anywhere, you can ask to your teacher, children. So in the 16th century, like if you will see here, comma is there. So when there is comma, we have to take a pause. Yes children, so in the 16th century, we will not read like this. In the 16th century, Birbal was an advisor in the court of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. No. In the 16th century, take a pause. Birbal was an advisor in the court of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. The emperor had many talented scholars, musicians and artists. See children, here we are telling the list. Okay, when we tell the varieties or list, so that time we are taking pause. That's why comma is there, like scholars, musician, artist. Okay, so out of this, the 9 most talented and learned men were known as the Navratna or the 9 gems. So here, after the full stop, the sentence completed. We have to take a pause. Birbal. We will not say Birbal, whose real name was Mahesh Das. No, Birbal, whose real name was Mahesh Das, was one of the Navratna and was admired for his intelligence and wit. Now full stop is there, stop. So like that we have to read, children. See the next slide, children. What is the matter, Vikramveer? See, question mark is there. So see, you have to see the punctuation mark also. See children, full stop, comma, question mark, they all are the punctuation mark. So you have to say, what is the matter, Vikramveer? Full comma, question mark. Why do you look so worried? If I am saying, why do you look so worried? No. You have to use correct intonation, children. You have to use correct voice modulation, children. So we have to say, what is the matter, Vikramveer? Why do you look so worried? Yes. Then he say, Jahan pe na, all the valuables in my house was stolen by a thief last night. Okay, so he is saying in a very surprised, or we can say in a very you can say angry or in depressed way. So we have to change our voice like that, children. Then Maharaja Akbar said, how is that possible? How is that possible? Question mark. So you have to ask like question mark. You live in the safest area in the kingdom. See, you live in the safest area in the kingdom. Exclamation mark, children. Exclamation mark means you have to show the feeling of surprise. How is that possible? You live in the safest area in the kingdom. So like this, we have to say. Then Birbal say, Birbal, only you can solve the problem and catch the thief. Now Akbar is giving order, children. See. The theft is definitely the work of another minister in the court. No thief would dare to enter the house of a minister. Birbal said, get a donkey to the court and tie it to the pillar. Who ordered? Birbal. So everyone must touch the donkey's tail and say, I have not stolen. So others, see the people, they are saying, I have not stolen, I am not. See, we are changing voice modulation. When we are telling picture story, children, we have to change the modulation of our voice, children. It is very, very important. Is it clear to everyone? See, then Jahapana, Alim Khan is the thief. So Akbar said, how you know that Alim Khan is the thief? So he gave the answer, I had applied black paint to the donkey's tail. All the ministers except Alim Khan have a black patch on their palms. Out of fear that he would be caught, Alim Khan only pretended to touch the donkey's tail. He never actually touched it. So answer in an amazed way. So children, in this way you can also read very fluent English. Yes children, you want to read or not? Yes, so everybody should say, oh my God, this child is reading very nicely. Yes. So for that, what you have to keep in your mind, children, to develop reading skill, you should know the pronunciation. If you don't know to whom you have to ask your teacher, or you can also search in internet. Second one is voice modulation. There should be a voice modulation when Akbar is saying, when Birbal is saying, when Vikram Veer is saying, okay, so Alim Khan is saying, so like that. Voice modulation should be there, punctuation mark should be there, where we have to take pause, where we have to tell the list. Okay, then we have to use intonation. Where intonation means where we have to take the high pitch. Birbal, like that. You are the thief, like that. So this is the intonation, children. So if you understand all these points, I am 100% sure that you can also speak a very good and a fluent English. Okay children, so what I told you, what is your PH or what you have to do? Yes, to develop reading skill, one PH I am giving, that you have to do and send me. Okay, so what is your PH? You have to make one video, post one video of only 60 seconds, not more than that. 60 seconds and not less also. 60 seconds, and in that you have to read one paragraph, and you have to recite, you have to read it and tell your parents to take your video. Thank you for listening.